private corporations. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
It's a long list, but people got it. It's been less than 40 days.
The President has halted enforcement of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which makes it illegal for companies to bribe political leaders. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
Trump and his Attorney General have disbanded a task force to stop foreign influence over U.S. elections. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
The President hurt members of the Intelligence Advisory Board and replaced them with loyalists. You work for us, Susan.
What have you done about it?
That's great. Remember, we're sending this to Angus and Shelley, too.
While granting Elon Musk and his Doge team access to the personal financial data of every American, President Trump has declared all Doge records to be immune from Freedom of Information Act requests for public records. You frickin' work for us!
What have you done? 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 What have you done?
No more! The President has ousted the nation's archivist, who preserves government documents for history. You work for us, Susan.
What have you done?
And the Holocaust Days of Remembrance for your U.S. military. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
President has prohibited federal workers from using pronouns to refer to themselves in communication. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
President Trump has repeatedly mentioned running for a third term. An unconstitutional. What have you done about it? You work for us.
What have you done about it? 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 What have you done about it?
What have you done about it? The President and his Attorney General, Bondi, has blocked the enforcement of laws preventing pollution of our air and water. You work for us, our grandchildren, our children. What have you done about it?
The President has banned Martin Luther King Day in the U.S. military. Give me a break.
What have
What have you done about it?
What have you done about it?
The President and his administration have gutted the Federal Aviation Administration staff, leading to arrests of safety incidents and outright plane crashes across the country. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
This may seem like a long list, but it's really important that we list these all. We're a little bit more than halfway through. I ask for your patience. Come in and help us with that sound. It's really important. This is going to our elected officials. Thank you.
This administration made it legal to discriminate against trans people in the U.S. military. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
The President has halted mine-clearing operations across the world. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
Kamala Harris. You work for us.
The president has blamed the Ukrainians for being invaded and threatened them for defying the tyrant Vladimir Putin. You work for us.
The president has canceled regulations that require America's wealthiest corporations to disclose the impact of their activities on our climate. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
This is a moment where, when we're done with the list, if there's something you want to say, you get to come up and say it, because what country are we in?
America!
This is America. We have the right. So if you have a grievance that hasn't been listed, come on up in the line and you get to say your piece too.
I want to do a red hat that says making America go away.
Oh dear.
The president has called for the ethnic cleansing of Palestine so he can develop it into a luxury resort. You work for us. What have we done about it?
What have you done about it? You work for us. The president has declared his intention to close the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which provides disaster relief to millions of Americans. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
The president has threatened the people of Maine, promising to withhold already pledged federal funding from the state of Maine unless Maine's governor promises to act against existing federal and state law. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
We'll see you in court.
We'll
See you in court! We'll see you in court! We'll see you in court! We'll see you in court! We'll see you in court! We'll see you in court!
Who here stands with Janet Mills? Do we have any more reading? Are we all done? Okay. So, we know if we got one more? No, okay. So, we got more. Let's go. This is important. Let's get them all up. Jim, come on up. And other folks get in line as we go so we can say it as quickly as we can. Okay. The president has sued news networks for reporting the truth about his behavior. You work for us. What do you want?
The president has terminated contracts for work to prevent another Ebola outbreak. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
The president has praised and promoted a video depicting Palestinian women working for European tourists in the sex trade and the erection of a 50-foot-tall golden statue in tribute of himself. You work for us.
The president has closed the Social Security Administration Civil Rights Office that investigated discrimination and protected disabled workers. You work for us.
What have you done about it?
The president has restricted freedom of the press to cover him, banning news outlets that have anything to do with hard questions for him. You work for us. What have you done about it? Okay, so all right, so folks, I just want to say a little bit about this that's very important. The First Amendment guarantees us the right to peaceably assemble. Have we peaceably assembled today? Yes! The government, through the Constitution and the First Amendment, gives us the right to petition the government at the seat of government, including the Knox County Courthouse. That is where we are. Are we exercising that right today?
Yes!
The First Amendment also grants freedom of the press. The press is here today. Are we all here by choice?
Yes, we are!
So let us thank the press who are here today. And I want to thank you with all of our hearts. It is cold, it is raining, it is 32 degrees, but we are freezing for a reason. So I gotta tell you something, my fingers aren't working anymore because they're a little cold. My nose is gonna be working a little bit too much in a few minutes because it's a little cold. But my heart is warm. Are you with me? Yes! And next week, we are gonna be right at that corner to sing songs of justice, freedom, hope, and love. Can you be there? Can you bring a friend? Can you bring 2 friends? Are we going to make this grow? Good work. This is what democracy looks like. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's go home. Thank you. You all